Hey guys, Harry here, and happy belated Christmas to all you. It's Boxing Day. I've just finished an 8-3 shift. So I'm shattered. Sales are a bit of a bloody ball ache if you're one of those people who likes to go out and queue early before a store opens on Boxing Day. I think you should rethink your life and start using the internet, because the internet is better for buying stuff. So as you can tell, guys, this is my weekly show, a couple days late because of Christmas and work and all that sort of stuff, but this is just where I run down what I've been watching for this week. So let's jump straight into this. Yesterday was Christmas Day, and as you know, with Christmas in the UK on BBC, there is typically a Doctor Who episode. This Doctor Who episode was rather special, if you did not know, because the lead Doctor, as it was, the 11th, or technically 12th. Oh, my mind hurts, I can't remember. Basically, Matt Smith, who's playing Doctor Who, this was his goodbye episode. This was his final, penultimate episode, and I had all the feels, let's put it that way. The actual episode wasn't that great. The amount of unanswered questions that it answered was really cool, which I thought that pretty much stole the show. As well as that, the final monologue at the end was amazing. It had me tearing up. I thought it was really good. I'm not sure what I thought of Peter's... Is it Peter? Peter. I think it's Peter. I can't remember. Yeah, it's Peter. I don't know what to think of him yet. Just kidneys. Straight up kidneys. But that was a very interesting episode last night. So that's pretty much... It's pretty much stole my week, nearly, I'd say. So anyway, bouncing off the back of that, let's talk about the anime that I've watched this week in like 2 days. So I've watched a fair bit. Let's start off with the most... Now, remember, spoilers, guys, spoilers. The first thing I'm going to talk about is Naruto. In the description below, I'm going to write out each show I'm talking about. So if you want to skip forward, feel free to, and you'll probably find the shows if you want to listen to me talk about them or go through this. Either way, this is going to be very, very spoilery. Basically, I watched Naruto this week, the latest episode, which was episode 344, I think, or 343. 343. Well, that's loading. Basically, it was the reveal of the Master Man of Tobi. And if you didn't know, it's Obito. Spoilers! Yes, I know. I feel like... Well, this chapter, because I read the manga, so the chapter come out like a year and 2 months ago, I think it come out August last year. So I've been watching all this, knowing who it is and reading on and all that. So I thought there was a fair bit of foreshadowing in the anime. So because my mate guessed it months and months ago that it was him, I just never actually said, yeah, you're right, because he's an anime only watcher. So it was a good episode. It was a nice reveal. I just thought it was a little lackluster, because I think the new episode, it comes out today. Since it was Christmas, it might be back a week, where we get some backstory and we actually find out how Obito knows Madara. But yeah, so anyway, jumping off the back of that, as I talked about last week, I was also watching through Samurai Flamenco, or Flamenco, whatever you want to shorten it to nowadays. And basically what I said last week was halfway through, it completely swapped around, because the show basically went from a realistic superhero, like, say, Kick-Ass, and then all of a sudden they introduced these, like, evil creatures, monsters out of nowhere, where it was just him fighting normal criminals at first. So the show did a complete 180. Been watching it, still going on with her. So I've I wouldn't say I've lost interest. I'm still going to watch it just to see where it goes, but I preferred the realism to the show. That's what got me into that show. So now it's very lackluster at the moment. So if you've watched Samurai Flamenco and you're up to date on it, please let me know what you think, because I find it a little bit annoying what they've done. I'm interested to see how they're going to do it now, because all options are there now. On the back of that, I've finished Beyond the Boundary. I'm not sure if I said this last week. Beyond the Boundary is an awesome anime. It's probably my favourite one of this season. Yeah, I haven't watched Kill la Kill yet, but I like the first episode. But Beyond the Boundary was definitely my favourite series of this season, and it just blew me away. Absolutely perfect. Was a little annoyed at the ending. I think if I gave it a number out of 10, I think I'd give it a 9, and it lost out on being perfect. Well, I'd never say a thing's perfect. But yeah, I'd say I'd give it like a 9. It's as good as it can get, bar that freaking ending, because yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome, but the ending was a little shot fat there. As well as that, I've watched 2 seasons of a single show. Where's my camera? Oh, a single show. My camera's like over there, so I'm basically on center for my screens, but my camera's to the side, and my notes are over there. So I keep looking over there. So sorry if you noticed that. But I've completely watched Chihayafuru, which is an awesome anime. I'd never heard of it before. I was just scrolling through Crunchyroll and it sounded really interesting. Basically, the premise of the show is it's about a Japanese card game. This card game is oh shoot, what's the name of it? Bollocks. Basically, there's 100 poems and each card has a poem. So basically, there's 100 cards and you have to basically you have, I think, 25 cards on each side, and you're playing an opponent, and there's a reader who has all 100 cards, so they read it out. But they read out the first verse, and then you take the card on the second verse. So basically, it's a proper competitive show about a high school club. Well, mainly about a single female protagonist and her progression throughout this competitive game. And it's just, I didn't think it was that good. No, I didn't expect it to be that good, and it was just absolutely amazing. I'm so hooked on it. I need the 3rd season now. It's basically that good. I'm going to catch up with the manga probably tomorrow and start reading it on a weekly basis. That's how much I love this show. It's utterly amazing. If you just want something, an awesome card game with awesome characters, it's very character driven, and I just, the character development in it, there's like a slight bit of love, but it goes fucking nowhere. But there's foreshadowing there, so it could be interesting. But just the whole determination and the ambition from the characters within it to strive to improve themselves, to get better at this competitive game, it's just so amazing. I need to read the manga now. That's probably what I'm gonna do right after this. Now I might put this video on render and then I'm gonna read that. So after that, what else have I watched? Oh, bloody! In my previous video, you would have seen that I unboxed Wolf Children, which I bought myself early for Christmas, and I watched that last night. That was after Doctor Who and that. That was a really, really good film. It's not as good as It's not as good as Summer Wars, but it's really, really good. It's a nice chilled film to watch. I wish it was longer, because I could have just sat there for hours and just watched all the pretty visuals and just the way the characters were developing, the way the story was progressing. It's left me wanting more. I'd love to see a second Wolf Children. Whereas I don't think I'd want a second Summer Wars, but a second Wolf Children would be nice, because I'd like to see what they're like in their like early 20s maybe. That'd be interesting to go back and revisit, because basically the premise of Wolf Children is it's about basically there's a girl who meets a boy. The boy is basically a werewolf, but he's not. Get rid of your preconception of a werewolf. Basically, he can change into a wolf whenever he wants. So it's like is it an animagus? Basically, he can just turn into a wolf. So they ended up having 2 kids. One of them is, I think, 1 year older, so there's the older girl and the younger boy, but something happens to the guy, so then the girl has to bring up these 2 wolf children, hence the name, and basically it's just about their struggles growing up and the difficulties they have trying to hide that they can turn into a wolf and such like that, and just deciding whether they want to go down and live as a wolf or strive to be a human in society. And then it's just really, really good, absolutely enjoyed it. I'd say watch it if you just want a feel good film, just a really nice film. So I think that's it, guys. I don't think I've watched anything else of interest this week. I haven't watched any films, didn't get any films with Chromebo. Just got $1, so I'll probably buy some more films in a bit. If any good films or good anime series are out and about, please let me know. I need to look into what's coming. Actually, yeah, I need to re-look into what's coming out next season. But anyway, guys, I've been Harry. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that great stuff. Comment below if you've seen any of this stuff, especially the Samurai Flamenco change, the reveal in Naruto, and if you've seen Wolf Children, please let me know what you thought of it. I'm Harry, I'm Shattered, and this is what I have watched this week. Goodbye!